paint protection film or a ceramic coating? Which one should you do? Why not both? Today, we've got a brand new BMW G80 M3 Competition that we're going to be doing both paint protection film and ceramic coating to preserve this daily driver.
If you could only have one car and it needs to do a lot of things, what car is that? And for a long time, the answer has been the BMW M3. This car goes back many years, but it's always been historically a four-door and then in the early days a two-door sedan or small coupe, sporty, dailyable, and handsome. The G80 M3 represents BMW's new introduction to their M3 sedan. What's really great about this generation of M3 is the interior looks fantastic. It's got a buttload of horsepower to push you from point A to point B, and it looks pretty dang handsome from a lot of the angles of this vehicle. So our client's coming to us today for a full front-end paint protection film, track package as well, which extends the paint protection film to the side skirts and a little bit part of the rear as well. And our client's gonna be doing windshield protection film as well to protect that windshield from rock chips and also micro pitting that happens over time with little bits of sand. I'm going to show you front to back how much work goes into a project like this to preserve this generation of M3. So all of our great paint protection film and ceramic coatings start with good prep. And so we're going to go through with this M3 and hand wash everything, paint, glass, and wheels. We're going to be doing a full decontamination as well. Decontamination involves us taking out things like iron deposits, sap, bird poop, tar, anything like that that's stuck to the paint. We're going to use a combination of chemicals and clay bar to physically remove those embedded contaminants so that when we go to lay the film, it is absolutely clean. Part of our prep also involves removing any type of emblems or badges that are in the way of the PPF. We're going to be doing a bespoke install today, which involves us tucking all of the film, and one of the most important parts about bespoke is disassembly. We're going to be removing the side front emblems where this says M3 on the front fenders, so those two got to come out. We're also going to be removing that front BMW badge so that that film can get tucked underneath. So now that everything's been prepped, it's finally time to lay some film. So we're going to start with the hood first. When we're laying the hood paint protection film, what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called a four-corner stretch, which involves us taking a big piece of paint protection film, stretching it across the hood, and then tacking the four corners. Once we finally get that film onto the panel, then we can start squeegeeing all the slip solution out from underneath it. The slip solution that you're seeing underneath literally is soapy water. It's soap and water that we use. The reason why this is really important is that this solution allows us to maneuver the film prior to us locking it in. So we can get the film where it needs to go, and then once it looks good, we squeegee it shut and bam, it is good. Now that all of the paint protection film has been laid onto the hood, it's time to trim. So for us, we're gonna be trimming about 2 to 3 millimeters from the perimeter of the hood, and this is gonna allow us to tuck all of our film. Tucked film is fantastic for two major reasons. First and foremost, it looks seamless, and that's what you want from paint protection film. You don't want it to be obvious that your car is covered in this protective material. So in order to do that, we're going to tuck all these edges, and so the tucked edge is literally invisible, but more importantly than just looking pretty, when your edges are tucked this way, the film is far less likely to catch and lift, giving you better durability over time. Speaking of trim, one of the hardest parts is corners, and so you can see me cutting the corner. This is done very delicately with an extremely sharp knife. So you can see I push down the corner, I trim right at the point, and then I trim kind of around that point that I just cut out so that it lays perfectly on that corner. Moving on to the fenders, because we've removed that M3 emblem, you can see there's a big old hole where that logo was, and so because of that, we can tuck the film underneath the badge, so when we reinstall it, it's gonna look invisible. This install not only gives you the protection you're looking for, but man, does it look fantastic. With the fender, we're gonna start at the top. We're gonna kind of get it to line up and then squeegee it shut. And then we're gonna work our way around that fender. Once everything is lined up, we're gonna secure everything, squeegee it shut, and then seal it in. So with this front bumper, it's actually really difficult to do the install because if you look at it, there's so many complex edges that we have to get film over to wrap. Not only do we need full coverage, but the alignment is really crucial as well. So during our install, we're going to show you how difficult it is to do, but we'll show you how it gets done the right way. It's going to require some patience, an extreme attention to detail, and a steady hand. Moving on to the mirrors, they are going to be done in several pieces. So as you can see, the top part has a piece, the mid part has a piece, the bottom part has a piece. There's even a cutout for the camera. And so it's really important to have really great software to make a precise cut so we can lay this film perfect. Now we move on to the side skirts. Because the side skirt trim pokes out so much and it protrudes quite a bit, our client wants us to protect it from rock chips as he's going to be adding spacers and lowering the vehicle. So in doing so, that side skirt, because it's poking out so much, is going to be fully protected from rock chips, giving the client the protection that he's looking for. So the rear bumper is actually a really interesting piece because we're not doing the entire thing. We're doing the trim right behind the rear wheels. And so to do this, we actually had to make a custom cutout where it follows the lines of the M3's rear bumper, but it cuts out and tucks right behind the vent. And so as you guys can see, take a look at this seam. This is where we cut it right along the body line, and taking a step back, you can't even tell that it's there. So not only does the client get full coverage of the area that he's looking to protect, but it's almost invisible. Our client is having us do something called windshield protection film, which is exactly like what it sounds like. It's paint protection film, but for glass, right? The major difference between this product and the stuff that goes on the front of the vehicle is clarity. Paint protection film generally will have a slight wavy texture, so if you put that over glass, it's going to be unbearable to drive through. But thankfully, windshield protection film is actually quite clear. Despite this, it's still strong enough to take physical damage. It saved my car several windshields already, but windshield protection film, just like PPF, is strong enough to take damage. Now that all the paint protection film and windshield protection film is laid and baked and ready to go, what are we going to do to protect the rest of this vehicle? We're going to be laying our NextZen ceramic coating on the paint, glass, and wheels of this vehicle. NextZen ceramic coatings I absolutely love because of their sheer durability and their resilience. What's really cool, you science nerds out there, you ready for this? If you paid attention in chemistry class, because I didn't, the way the NextZen bonds to your paint is that once it goes on, it builds a covalent bond, the three sticks, the three bonds, right? It builds a covalent bond to your paint, and that's why this product is so durable over a long period of time. This product is one of the few coatings on the market that I've seen actually hold up to wear and tear really well and perform really consistently over a long period of time. So as we apply the ceramic coating panel by panel, we have to be really diligent to make sure that we don't leave any behind. Any left behind residue is what's called a high spot, and it literally looks like an oil slick on the paint. Once that high spot cures and dries, the only way we're removing it is with a little bit of wet sanding, and let's avoid the issue before it even gets that bad. The main purpose of NextZen Elite is designed for chemical protection. So that specifically means bird poop, bug guts, tree sap, dirt and grime. But the best part is that it becomes easy to clean. Even when this M3 is dirty, it's gonna wash off like a Teflon frying pan, keeping this car cleaner longer. And there you guys have it. That is full front end paint protection film, the track pack PPF, windshield protection film, and then the whole thing ceramic coated, paint, glass, and wheels off this BMW M3. I like these new G80 M3s. They represent a really good mix between cars that you can daily every day, cars that have hella performance, and they look so good. This aventurine red finish is now looking fantastic. The owner is gonna have full peace of mind knowing that the full front end is protected from any kind of physical damage, rock chips, scratches, swirl marks, and it looks like this all the time. Next Gen ceramic coatings on top of everything, including all of the PPF, makes it very slick, chemical resistant, and beautiful as you see. So that's the Humble Crew Ultimate Armor package for you, and if you want the best for your car, this is what I got for you. It's Jesse at Humble Crew Auto Spa, signing out.